Genetic engineering is when the genetic code of an organism is altered to produce a desired trait. This is done by taking a gene from one and inserting it into the DNA of another to get the wanted.
Vertebrates all descend from one aquatic ancestor. However, the arthropods descend from 3 different lineages that left the sea. The insects, the myriapods that contains millipedes,
which keeps you on the surface of Earth, the weak force, which is responsible for some kinds of radiation, electromagnetism, which is responsible for all chemistry, and the strong force, which keeps protons.
Because they're tiny. Most species are about 1 millimeter long, and the smallest ones are around 1/6 or 1/7 of a millimeter, roughly the size of a single-celled paramecium. What makes this especially...
That's an animal the size of a giraffe, with the wingspan of a small plane, weighing only roughly about the same as a large black bear. So it seems that Hatzegopteryx landed in an evolutionary sweet spot.
No, there were clusters of closely and distantly related languages belonging to separate families. English, Irish, Greek, and even Sanskrit were clearly part of an Indo-European language family. From the South China Sea to the
massive range of speeds needs not 1, but 2 controllable nozzles to adequately control the engine's power. The primary nozzle connects directly to the jet pipe's exit.
Gravity is an emergent part of this geometrical process that naturally forms the inverse square law of electromagnetic fields and gravitational
catastrophes that the initial impact ignited that ultimately spelled the end of the non-avian dinosaurs and many other animal groups, killing off 3/4 of all species on the planet. And the reason that there was a selection of
he realized that by modifying the design, he could create a machine hugely more powerful. He called this new idea the Analytical Engine, and it was essentially a steam-powered Victorian computer.
Sociology is the study of human societies. If you've ever wondered why crime occurs, why some people live in poverty while others have plenty, or even why humans
to be the scene of a border conflict. Rudy approaches from the east. Lottie advances from the west.
In this video, I'm going to explain why different parts of the world have such different climates. In my previous video, I introduced the concept of the 3-celled model of the Earth.
Moving through space-time at the notorious speed c, roughly 300,000 kilometers a second. This is of course the same c from the famous E=mc² postulated by Einstein, and it is equally distributed between space.
Thanks to their unique hunting skills. But they're gone now, and we're still trying to figure out why. Today, modern ants live in huge colonies, have distinct roles within their nests.
We need to have honest and unbiased science, and having that science being performed in a national lab, I think helps ensure that you do have, unbiased science. We're doing science in the nation's.
It'd be so complicated if we all had the same type of blood, but we don't. And some of us have such rare blood types that any injury, any procedure, or any accident can be life-threatening. Imagine your blood.
Tardigrades are marvelously complex for such tiny animals. They have digestive systems and salivary glands, even small brains.
In total, the open ocean only produces around 125 grams of organic matter per square meter per year. The most comparable terrestrial ecosystem is the regular desert, which only produces around 90 grams.
What if, as the ant walks 5 centimeters per second, I stretch the rope 10 centimeters per second? Will he ever get to the end of the rope and fulfill?
Paralomus and its modern counterparts belong to an infraorder known as Anomura, a huge group of crustaceans that includes everything from the porcelain crab to the coconut crab. And am I the only one who's really horrified?
Are they related to one another? You don't have to have answers to get you going down the right paths. One thing that was very stood out to me was the number of